Once again on a Monday, a new tease by the Wyatt Sicks, posted today, decoded from base 64, translates to the message will spread. But take a look at this picture and think about what you see. A lot of people likening this to the Firefly funhouse. I can see where they're coming from. It is very distorted though, so very hard to tell. However, we think we know what this is. 29/7 has been teased now by the Wyatt Sicks on multiple occasions. If you've been following the channel, we've been following it and theorising it for weeks. So we know tomorrow, hopefully something's going to happen. Well, look at this. These are images used in announcements for other haunted houses for Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. Eerily similar to the picture tweeted out by the Wyatt Sicks, minus the distortion. So presumably we're going to see the clear picture tomorrow alongside of an announcement of a Wyatt Sicks Bray Wyatt inspired Firefly Funhouse haunted house for Halloween Horror Nights. Very cool to do this on Summerslam week as well, because obviously this is the kind of time you expect WWE to have big announcements, you know what I mean? This is things you might have missed from WWE Raw. Make sure you've hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Like SmackDown, Raw would start with a 10-bell salute to the late Hulk Hogan. This time though, with his son Nick Hogan, Eric Bischoff and the Raw superstars stood on the stage. We'd see a whole new video package tribute to Hogan tonight on Raw, and various clips throughout the show. One thing I did find odd though, is that they seemingly used the same audio from Triple H on SmackDown, but actually didn't have Triple H there, which was kind of odd. Couldn't you have someone else at least tribute him if you're not there? The first segment was Paul Heyman interrupting main event Jey Uso. Paul trying to get under the skin of Jey Uso, talking about family and the fact family lied to Jey, saying your mother lied to you about Santa Claus, your father lied to you about becoming a bigger star than him, Roman lied to you about the success that he wants you to have. Heyman declaring his love for Jey Uso, that is why he will tell him the truth. Very weird opening segment if you don't plan to create a rift between Jey and Roman. A slightly updated catchphrase though for Paul Heyman. The Oracle now says that is not a prediction, it's a prophecy. I don't know why this guy has a sign saying Hi Arthur with, the Arthur aardvark on it, but genuinely reminded me of my childhood. Like that. A mixed 6-person tag to start off Raw tonight as the Kabuki Warriors teamed with AJ Styles against the Judgment Day. AJ and the Kabukis work together very well. Interesting to note though, Roxanne Perez did try to save Dirty Dom. Michael Cole saying Juliet coming to the aid of Romeo. Didn't matter though, AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors would win. AJ Styles pinning Dominic Mysterio. Sometimes though, you know what that means, AJ stood tall. AJ, is he going to win the IC title at SummerSlam? Things really didn't go well tonight for Grayson Waller as he would lose his match to Sheamus on Raw. Well, this match was made backstage, and when it was made, Grayson thought he had the New Day behind him. The New Day, though, would abandon him and he'd go alone. Although Rusev tried to intervene, Sheamus still got the win, but it was after the match that Rusev would brutalise Sheamus. Our first official look at the stage construction for SummerSlam this weekend. Obviously, it's far too early to tell what it's going to look like, but very cool to see nonetheless. Ahead of his match with Kross at SummerSlam, Sami Zayn would sit down with Corey Graves tonight. Corey, though, got replaced by Karrion Kross. Things got tense right here as Sami Zayn is determined to beat Karrion at SummerSlam. Karrion demanding that once he beats Sami at SummerSlam, that he wants Sami to say the words that Karrion Kross was right. Sami, though, says, when I beat you, Karrion, I want you to say that you was wrong. I legit have no idea who's going to win this match, and I really like that. I love when things become more unpredictable, but the tension in this promo, it was done really well. A brawl tonight between Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch ahead of their match at SummerSlam. Is anyone else thinking the same thing I am though? Lyra has one more opportunity. This is it. If she loses, she doesn't get another shot at the IC title. Do you think Bayley screws Lyra at SummerSlam? I think it could happen, you know. Especially with it being drummed into us tonight that Bayley is not appearing at SummerSlam. Bayley seeming very lost in this promo, very upset, feeling like she has no direction. She lost her opportunity at the IC title, the tag titles. She doesn't know where she's going next. It's got to be a heel turn, doesn't it? Don't forget, tomorrow, WWE Unreal will debut on Netflix. I'm very excited for this. A behind-the-scenes look at WWE like never before. Today we saw a clip of Triple H talking with John Cena, and obviously on social media we saw this as well, how the John Cena heel turn came around. If you do watch this tomorrow, let me know on social media or on the comment section what you think of it. I'm very curious to see. I will be watching it ASAP. A star-studded 8-woman tag team match on Raw tonight as the Secret Harvest team with Naomi taking on Rhea, Stephanie, Nikki Bella and Io Sky. The babyfaces would win, the match would get a lot of time, and do you know what? Genuinely a very good match. Lots of fun moments, lots of good technical moments. And of course, Stephanie pinning Chelsea Green hopefully puts an end to that feud, which has been going on for a few weeks. I like the fact there was a bit of friendly competitiveness between Rhea and Io after this match, obviously as they set their sights on Naomi and the Women's Championship at the Triple Threat match at SummerSlam. Io reminding Rhea she's never beaten her and she never will. A pep talk tonight in the Judgment Day's clubhouse from Finn Balor to Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Following Dom's loss earlier on Raw, Finn had some nice words to say. Then we found out Roxanne Perez has bought Dirty Dom a Switch too. You got to note though, Dom offered to come and help Finn and JD for their match, and Finn was like, no, why don't you stay back here and just play some games? And that was like a cue to Roxanne to then get the Switch too. So did Finn actually arrange this? We know Finn's been trying to manipulate Dom ever since Liv's been gone. Finn and JD would be successful in their match tonight, retaining the World Tag Team titles against the LWO in what was an absolute banger, by the way. El Grande Americano would make an appearance, trying to screw the LWO. Dragon Lee would come out, the two would brawl up the entrance ramp. And then, who is this? Whoever this is, this person screwed Cruz del Toro, allowing Judgment Day to pick up the win. Is this like a second El Grande Americano? Maybe this person could be like El Venti Americano or something. I don't know. Taking a closer look at the person's face, though, obviously behind the mask, kind of does resemble Pete Dunne. So maybe it's Pete Dunne. We haven't seen him for a while. Kind of looks a little bit like a young Daniel Bryan, not gonna lie. P.T. Williams a little bit as well. I guess that leaves the big question of whoever this is under the mask, is it meant to actually be them or is it like a placeholder person? We don't know. Go back a while though. Remember, there was some stuff going on with Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Dunne a long time ago that never really went anywhere. And I do wonder if they're now going to do it via these gimmicks, maybe? CM Punk came face to face with Gunther tonight, and I thoroughly enjoyed this segment. This felt like the old CM Punk, as CM Punk declared that he will win the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm actually really excited for this match. I think these two are going to go out there and give it their all, and I can't wait to see what they can deliver. Genuinely interesting though, will CM Punk win the world title? Is the Seth Rollins stuff will work? Will CM Punk be screwed? I have no idea and I can't wait to find out. Tonight's main event would finish in a disqualification as Bron Breakker hit a giant spear on Jey, while the OTC Roman Reigns, as advertised, would show up and try to make the save and fail. Bron Breakker speared Roman Reigns. Breakker then put Roman over the announce table and fed him to Bronson Reed for a tsunami. Bear in mind, Jey Uso had already been laid out. But Bron wasn't finished there. Bron Breakker hit a double spear to both Jey and Roman through the barricade. That is what a Steiner thinks of your bloodline. It's worth noting earlier on, Bron Breakker sort of took a leadership role in saying that he had a plan for tonight. Well, it's safe to say that plan played out perfectly for the Bronnies tonight. For me, a very easy 8.5 out of 10 for tonight's Raw. A very fun show, a good go-home episode of Raw for SummerSlam. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell, you'll never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you tomorrow for NXT. Peace!